Hello dear creators, or just random people who love watch the films, action movies, different soap TV series and so on and so on. So probably something what I'll tell you might don't like, but anyway, feel free to comment what you think, and if you hate this video, I feel absolutely fine as well. So basically it's not my own thought, I just transfer some information from research I done quite a long time, I would say. And yeah, as you remember, I studied psychology before, so basically I try to explain it from a way of psychology, but on really simple language that will be understandable to everyone, even to the kids. So what I want to say, why the films, any kind of films, might be destructive for you, why all of the TV shows, not all of them, let's say quite a lot, or maybe even most of TV shows, TV series, music clips is bad for you. So let's try explain you step by step, really simply clear, so you can understand my point. Main point, we live in our way really unmindfully. So basically we're not focusing on the things we are doing. So if you do the meditation, let's say the walking meditation, you really totally focus on the things you're doing. Really good example, if you ever try to walk on a slack line, just on a rope, what's really difficult because you need to really good to be in a balancing, yeah, you're totally in, so it's perfect meditation. Yeah, so if you do the same when you're walking, you are totally in. When we watch different stuff or different advertisements, music clips, we just relax our brain, and we're not aware of it, and where we are not mindful, we allowed it make kind of programming to our subconscious mind. That's how it works. So basically TV is a perfect tools for manipulate the mind. So basically, even you will read certain articles or certain books or watch certain films, you might become a vegetarian, or you might love the junk food, or you might be obsessed with the drugs, you might become homosexual, and so on. So basically it can be any kind of manipulation in your mind. It can be Democrat or liberal, literally anything. So basically when TV was appear in the 30s, it's Adolf Hitler time, so it was something new and it's worked so well. So probably you know this unfortunate story of Second World War, how a small, let's say, country with a big economy problem grows so quick and grow like, let's say, quite weird ideas so quickly, just in a few years, because of the television. All right, so let's go in step by step. TV series, let's say TV series. If you will watch some stories as everything's good, everything nice, no problem at all, it's boring to watch, you don't want to watch it, right? So what can I see there? But there's a lot of different kind of problems, love triangles, cheating stuff, stealing, and some people is too greedy, some people is too arrogant, and so on. It's interesting to watch different characters, they play their games, and everything's so tricky, we enjoy it. But we forgot this is a movie, yeah? And our brain don't realize is it real or it's not real. It's accept everything. And you know, it's don't appear the signs all the time, it's a movie, it's not real, so don't worry about. So, oh yeah, okay. So if you watch some people, they like they watch horror movies. So if you watch horror movies and it will be sign all the time, don't worry. It's a film, it's actors, not real blood, no one dying real. Yeah, okay, but it will be not interesting to watch, yeah? But when you're watching like someone screaming, running, and something appear, like, you got that full emotion. So basically when I work as an actor, so we solve that emotions for you, yeah? And this is interesting to watch, but you can pick up all of that destructive stuff, what might be up there. So let's come back to TV series. We have some characters, let's say negative and positive, and you might like the positive characters. Super handsome guy or a beautiful girl, but she might be too arrogant, or he might be the butterfly, or so on. But because you like the character already, he has some negative spots, and you might copy them and you might pick it up. Another really interesting psychological research was they made people who we like, we might copy them. So couple who really close to each other, or sister or brother, they might really look like each other in behavior, way they talking, way they joking, way they move. So in a some company where there's a lot of friends, and if one guy like another one, like a friend, yeah, you like their personality, yeah, so you might copy them, you may speak in the same way, you make a joke in the same way, you do it unconsciously. So when people like each other, they copy the other, they copy the posture and so on. And also in psychology have such things like dominative personality, and who is a dominate, and you will like him or her, you copied this personality behavior, maybe voice tone or gesture, or it can be anything. You do it unconsciously. So if you never notice that, you will never know, yeah. But in acting and psychology have a really good exercise, observation. So when you observe the people in your classroom or on your work or so on, I've done it a lot of times. So I can say who is dominating, and I can say who like who, because they copied them unconsciously. They put the same manner, same gest, sometimes they do the same scene and so on. But the person cannot notice because we live in unmindfully. So when I stay in temple, we done a lot of different kind of techniques for meditation, like not talking, walking meditation, whatever, and you pick it up so much things what you done unconsciously, because I like these things. Why? I don't like this thing, but because of the brainwash from the media and so on. And I do a lot of things because of kind of manipulation. So what can I suggest you in this case? It's only what you can do. Try to be more mindful. But in this case, you will not enjoy the movies as much as before. So if always keep remind yourself it's just the actors, they're not real person in real life, they not behave like that, they might be totally idiots or might be much nicer persons they play and so on. But in this case, you will stop the things what programming you. Same the music clips, let's say. A lot of destructive information might come, like drinking, party, smoking, shagging someone, just have a random sex and so on. So I wouldn't say it's not destructive, and a lot of drugs and so on. And we have a nice music, nice beat rate, yeah, and high beat rate, it's go up high and high every year. And let's say we like the singer, we like the song, we like the beat, so we like everything else. But the picture might be totally destructive. And maybe we like the music and words might have a destructive program to you, like shut, or whatever. Can be anything, yeah? And we will pick it up unconsciously, unfortunately. So same thing in the cartoon. I already keep silent about subliminal messages and so on, and I will be happy if you make your own research, because if I try to mention every single beat, it might take an hour's lecture, I guess, yeah? What about a superhero? Yeah, why a superhero might be so dangerous? It's really simple idea, yeah? So something happened to the random person and he became to have a superpower and get a really cool superhero and so on. And it's happened to most of them. So basically, from one movie to another movie and all of the cartoons and series you're watching about the superheroes, you have the same program if you watch it unconsciously, but usually we watch it unmindfully, unfortunately. So we have the same program. One day something good will happen and I'll become rich. Something happen, I will be success. Something happen, I will be super lucky. Something happen, I will get a superpower, will be strong and fit. And what it will never happen in real. Yeah. So if you watch any documentary about any athlete, it can be a football player, Ronaldo, Shevchenko, Klitschko, I don't know, David Haye, any athlete you like. Yeah. So they working hard, they training since their childhood or since university, training hours, and that's how they become to get a good results. That's how they grow their success, that's how they build themselves and so on. So it can be about any sport, it can be about any success person. So you can found hundreds book about the success people and different kind of businessmen, and even if they're not really rich, but they build the asset what they want, and they build the business what they want, And everywhere pretty similar story. They study hard, they work hard, they research hard, they spend a lot of time for getting certain connections, they try to make something new, something unique, try to be creative. So it's a lot of work. They work non-stop, hours, days, 24/7, and so on. It's how it's happened. But in superhero movies, idea a little bit the same. Of course, it's about entertainment, it's about fantasy. All films is not real, yeah? Bullets never stop and never can hit you, and one guy just hit everyone else and so on. But still, our brain, our mind, it not realize it's real or not. We see the sad story, crying and feel so sad, our emotions feel, and we walk on the street, we see the lot of homeless people who will not give them $1, you know. So what's really happened to us? And it can be million other ideas, and it's lot of different films. It can be good story about some good person with a happy end and so on, but what this person done, and a pre-story can bring you a lot of destructive information. How a lot of things we saw in the films when some people, they sacrifice themselves for the good scene. They like really hero. Okay, I'm supposed to sacrifice myself, I'm gonna die for save others and so on. But unfortunately, it brings kind of destructive things like to commit a suicide. And if you watch some anime and Japanese cartoons and so on, and comics, it's a lot of stories was quite nice, but there's so much destructive things up there, not only about the suicide or moral decay and so on, alcohol and drugs, much more about our behavior. Yeah, same as mentioned about this soap drama, different kind of TV series. We might like this actress, she's good, do a lot of good things, she's a main actress, what we're focusing on, but she has some kind of weaknesses, yeah, and we might copy her behavior, might copy that thing. So maybe she like blow the mind of her husband or boyfriend or whatever, and the girls will copy that, yeah. So maybe the guy, the main actor, a really nice guy, but he have like one of the bad feature, let's say not respect his girlfriend and so on, and some other guys, they will copy that feature. And we have a lot of different kind of TV series, and everywhere we have pluses and minuses, and we copied both of that. So that's why I said before why it might be let's say dangerous for us in certain case. And some people, they're more sensitive, some less sensitive. Some people it's really easy to reprogram, you just say them and that's it affects them, and some not. So some people, they really easily to program only just by watching it. Playing games, same thing. Watch news, same thing. TV shows, usually TV shows, it's entertainment, it's like some silly things, make some jokes. I like the humor, I don't want to say anything against the humor, but we live our life really unconsciously, and a lot of things there, it's like too silly, and jokes now become so low, let's say. Now we're joking about the drinking, about the drugs, about the homosexuals, about our weaknesses. Yeah, we're all weak, I can joke about myself, about my weak points as well, it's no problem with that. But I think for the last maybe 20 years, when I make a research of stand-up comedy, like what was quite a long time ago, and now I would say intellectual level it's dramatically dropped down, and everything gets more and more dumb. And unfortunately, I don't want to say that, that seems like majority of people get dumb as well. So let's say it's more time you will spend with a television, computer, phone, it's less you use your neural connections, even if you watch documentaries and so on. So basically, one thing, when you think how to build a certain stuff, how to construct, you think, you make your brain work. Another thing, when you always take information from somewhere, so your brain not working, you just take information from outside, that's it. So it's mean your neural connections just relax, and you have an atrophy with some time. Same, all of the devices extension of your body in some way, so basically you use it less, and unfortunately it working and not in the best way for you. So only what you can do, you can just less time watch TV, use the computer and the phone if you can, of course, and more time just have a normal conversation. What now it's not really easy to see everyone, just some people working and some you know. And be more active, spend more time on the nature, what might be helpful you, be more healthy and fit if you can, of course. Alright, if you have more questions, maybe I can make another video, make it in more details, but I want to be like really short, just give you the simple idea to show you how it works. That's it. Okay, I hope it was really interesting for you, and see you later. We'll discuss much more interesting things, so stay tuned.